Luxury brands rich people avoid, but every middle-class shopper chases. Here's a paradox. The more expensive a brand becomes, the less likely the ultra-rich are to buy it. Walk through a luxury mall and you'll see crowds around Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or Balenciaga. But take a look at billionaires and you'll notice something strange. They're rarely wearing any of it. Because for the world's truly wealthy, luxury isn't about logos. It's about silence, subtlety, and exclusivity so rare that even money alone can't buy it. Yet for the global middle class, these same logos are symbols of arrival, proof that success can be worn. This is the world where image outruns authenticity. Welcome to luxury brands rich people avoid, but every middle-class shopper chases. Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because what you're about to hear may completely change how you see luxury. The illusion of luxury once stood for craftsmanship, handmade perfection created for royalty, and connoisseurs who valued rarity above recognition. But today, it's an industry ruled by marketing and mass psychology. What was once discreet has turned into display. Middle-class consumers don't just buy products, they buy validation. They crave the logo, the prestige, and the social approval stitched into every design. Here's the catch. Most so-called luxury brands rely on large-scale production. The same handbag design is made in thousands. The same sneakers appear in every continent. Scarcity has been replaced by strategy, and branding is now the real currency. Meanwhile, the ultra-wealthy, those who could afford it all, quietly retreat from the noise. Because when everyone can own it, exclusivity loses its soul. In today's luxury world, perception has become more powerful than perfection, and appearance often sells louder than authenticity. The rise of mass luxury. The luxury industry was once sacred, created for an elite few. But then came the revolution of mass luxury, exclusivity redesigned for global consumption. Brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Balenciaga perfected the formula. They didn't make their products cheaper, they made them visible. Celebrity endorsements, bold patterns, and viral collaborations transformed fashion into entertainment. Each logo became a cultural badge of ambition. A handbag became more than an accessory. It became an announcement, an emblem that screams, "I belong." For the global middle class, owning these items marks a milestone, a public symbol of progress and self-made success. But for the wealthy elite, once a brand becomes too familiar, it loses its aura. Because in their world, what everyone wants is already passé. This is the paradox of modern luxury. The more people buy it, the less luxurious it becomes. Why the rich quietly step away? The truly rich live by a different code. They don't measure success in watches, cars, or handbags. Their validation is silent. Their status doesn't need proving because it's already understood. They've evolved into a world of stealth wealth, where restraint replaces recognition and quality outweighs quantity. That's why billionaires and old money families favor understatement. Plain cashmere sweaters, bespoke tailoring, and homes that whisper rather than shout. To them, wearing a logo is not prestige. It's free advertising for someone else's empire. Quiet luxury brands like Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli, and the Row embody this philosophy. Excellence that needs no label. Craftsmanship that speaks in silence. For this class, real exclusivity doesn't depend on what's seen, but on what's known only by a few. It's a silent hierarchy, where true refinement hides in plain sight. The psychology of the logo obsession. Why do middle-class consumers chase the very brands the rich avoid? The answer lies in psychology and perception. Luxury logos create an illusion of power. They signal belonging to an elite group. Wearing a Gucci belt or carrying a Louis Vuitton bag is a shortcut to status, an instant social elevator. It's not vanity, it's validation. A visible sign that says, "I've worked hard enough to afford this." For marketers, this psychology is gold. Luxury advertising sells not the product, but the fantasy, the yacht, the penthouse, the aura of effortless success. But here's the truth. These brands depend more on aspirational customers than on actual millionaires. The middle class sustains luxury profits, not the wealthy few. The rich don't chase validation. The middle class buys it, stitched into the seams of every branded purchase. The power of perception. In the social media era, luxury is no longer private. It's performative. Instagram and TikTok have transformed personal fashion into public proof of success, where every purchase becomes a post and every label becomes validation. Influencers flaunt designer boxes, create aesthetic flat lays, and stage viral unboxing videos, turning luxury into entertainment rather than ownership. But here's the irony. Many of those items are borrowed, sponsored, or even counterfeit. The true product being sold isn't the handbag, it's the illusion of having one. Brands understand this psychology better than anyone. Their boutiques are designed like temples, their packaging iconic and recognizable from across a room. Each ribbon, each color, each logo is part of a carefully engineered emotional ritual. Shopping is no longer about possession, it's about participation in a dream. Middle-class shoppers don't just buy luxury, they perform it, curate it, and post it for validation. And for brands, that performance is worth far more than authenticity, because perception, not quality, is what truly sells today. The quiet luxury revolution. The ultra-rich are moving in the opposite direction, toward quiet luxury. It's a trend defined by understatement, muted colors, impeccable materials, and no visible branding. Think of billionaires in cashmere sweaters, tailored trousers, or minimalist watches. Brands like Hermès Private Ateliers, Zegna Couture, or Vuitton. Their value lies in craftsmanship so refined it needs no introduction. After the global rise of shows like Succession, even the middle class began noticing the real rich don't flaunt, they fade into elegance. Quiet luxury represents confidence without display, because when you truly have it, you don't need to show it. Meanwhile, brands that built their image on loud logos are struggling to retain credibility among the elite. What once screamed exclusive now whispers common, how marketing keeps the middle class hooked. If rich people avoid them, why do these flashy luxury brands still thrive? Because their marketing isn't designed for the rich. It's designed for those who want to look rich. They sell aspiration, not authenticity. Ads show private jets, couture dinners, and tropical escapes, knowing the viewer won't live that life, but can buy a small piece of it. A handbag, a wallet, a perfume bottle, all symbols of that unreachable lifestyle. Luxury brands have mastered this emotional equation. Desire plus distance equals demand. The further the dream, the stronger the pull. And every new collection reignites that same hunger. To belong, to be admired, to escape the ordinary. In truth, middle-class shoppers don't just buy fashion. They buy fantasy, and luxury brands are its most powerful storytellers. The real definition of luxury. So what is real luxury? For the truly wealthy, luxury isn't something you can buy on a shelf. It's time, freedom, privacy, and peace of mind. It's having a chef who knows your tastes, a home that feels like silence, a life designed around control, not chaos. A billionaire doesn't buy a $2,000 handbag to prove success. They invest in art, land, or experiences no one else can access. Their version of luxury is measured not in logos, but in limitlessness. Meanwhile, the middle class often confuses comfort with class. The expensive bag, the designer sneakers, the rented car for an Instagram post, all create an illusion of wealth. But real luxury isn't visual. It's invisible. It doesn't need to be seen to be known. The next time you walk through a luxury mall, notice who's buying. You'll see crowds around the most recognizable brands, the ones plastered across social media. But the quiet corners, the boutiques without logos, the ateliers where the staff know clients by name, those are where the real elite shop. Because for them, wealth isn't a costume. It's a language only the few understand. The middle class may chase luxury for visibility, but the rich pursue it for value. And that's the ultimate irony. The louder the logo, the cheaper the meaning. Luxury isn't about being seen. It's about being satisfied, quietly. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the truth behind luxury culture, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Do you think quiet luxury is the future, or will logos always rule the world? Let's talk in the comments. And remember, in a world obsessed with showing off, authenticity is the rarest luxury of all.